Jim Carrey is one of the most famous comedians in the world. He is known for his funny face, energetic body movement, and loud, creative characters. But behind the laughter, his life story is about hard work, struggle, and personal growth. From a poor childhood in Canada to becoming a Hollywood star, Jim Carrey's journey is inspiring and interesting. Jim Carrey was born on January 17 in 1962 in Newmarket, Ontario in Canada. His full name is James Eugene Carrey. He grew up in a Catholic family with three older siblings. His father, Percy Carrey, was a musician and accountant. His mother, Kathleen, was a homemaker. Jim was very closer to his father, who loved to play a saxophone and encouraged Jim's talent for performing. When Jimmy was young, he was already very funny at school. He liked to make his classmates laugh. He could imitate teachers and famous people. He enjoyed acting silly and making faces. Even as a child, he dreamed of becoming a famous comedian. However, Jim's childhood was not always easy. When he was about 12 years old, his father lost his job. The family struggled with money and had to move into a small trailer. At one point, they even lived in a van. Jim and his sibling had to work as a janitors and factory after school to help support the family. This was a difficult time for him. He felt sad and stressed, and he stopped focusing on school. Eventually, he dropped out of high school at the age of 16 to work full-time and help his family. Even though life was hard, Jim never gave up on his dreams of being a comedian. As a teenager, he started performing stand-up comedy in clubs in Toronto. At first, he was not very successful. Some audiences did not laugh at his jokes, but he kept practicing and improving. He became known for his amazing impression of celebrities like Elvis Presley and other famous stars. His performances were not only about jokes. He used his whole body. He moved his face in strange and funny ways. He was loud, dramatic, and different from other comedians. In 1979, when he was 17 years old, he moved to Los Angeles to try to become famous in America. This was a big risk. He did not have much money, but he believed in himself. He performed at school comedy clubs like Comedy Store. One night, famous comedian Rodney Dangerfield saw his performance and liked him. Rodney invited Jim to open for his shows. This helped Jim become more known in the comedy world. In the 1980s, Jim Carrey began acting in television in small movies. He appeared in shows and had small roles, but he was not yet a big star. His big break came in 1990 when he joined the television comedy show In Living Color. This show was very popular and helped launch many careers. On In Living Color, Jim created many funny characters. He showed his incredible talent for physical comedy and impressions. People across America began to recognize him. The show made him famous and opened the door to movie roles. In the year 1994, changed Jim Carrey's life forever. In this single year, he starred in three very successful comedy movies. The first was Ace Ventura, Pet Detective. In this movie, Jim played a strange and funny detective who searched for lost animals. Many people loved the movie, especially young audiences. His character was silly, loud, and unforgettable. Next, he starred in The Mask. In this film, he played a shy man who finds a magical mask that turns him into a wild and powerful cartoon-like character. The movie showed his amazing ability to move his body and face in a crazy way. It was a huge success worldwide. The third movie was Dumb and Dumber, where he acted with Jeff Daniels. They played two very foolish friends who go on a road trip. The movie became a classic comedy and still popular today. Because of these three movies, became one of the biggest comedy stars in Hollywood. He was earning millions of dollars and became known all over the world. In the late 1990s, Jim wanted to prove that he could do more than just comedy. He wanted to be taken seriously as an actor. In 1998, he starred in Truman Show. In this movie, He played a man who slowly discovers that his entire life is actually a television show and that everyone around him is acting. The film was very different from his earlier comedies, and it was thoughtful and emotional. Critics praised his performance, and he won a Gold Globe Award for Best Actor. In 1999, he starred in A Man on the Moon, where he played comedian Andy Kaufman. James studied Andy's life very carefully and even stayed in character during filming. His performance was high praised, and he won another Gold Globe Award. Later in 2004, he starred in Eternal Sunshine of Spotless Mind. This romantic science fiction film showed a softer, more emotional side of Jim Carrey. Many critics believe this is one of his best performances. The movie became very popular and still loved today. Even though Jim Carrey was very successful, he faced personal struggles. He has spoken openly about his battle with depression during some part of his life. He felt very sad and empty, even when he was famous and rich. He took medicine for a time, but later said he wanted to find another ways to feel better. Jim experienced difficulties in his relationships. He was married twice. His first marriage was Melissa Woomer, and he had a daughter named Jen. Later he married actress Lauren Holly, but the marriage did not last long. In 2015, his former girlfriend, Katrina White, died tragically. This was a very painful time for him. He stayed away from the public for a while. In the 2000s and 2010s, Jim continued acting in movies such as Bruce Almighty, Yes Man, and the live-action version of How the Grinch Stole Christmas, where he played the Grinch. His performance as a Grinch required heavy makeup and long hours, but it became one of his most famous roles. Later he took the role of Dr. Robotnik in Sinus the Hedgehog. Many fans were excited to see him return to a big, funny character similar to his earlier roles. In addition to acting, Jim Carrey became interested in painting and art. He spent a lot of time creating colorful and sometimes political artwork. For him, painting is a way to express his feelings and thoughts. He has also written a novel titled Memorize and Misinformation, which mixed fiction and reality. Jim Carrey is known not only for his comedy, but also for his deep thought about life. In interviews, he often talks about spirituality and the meaning of success. He believed that money and fame do not automatically bring happiness. He once said that he wished everyone could become rich and famous so they could understand that it's not an answer to everything. He became an American citizen in 2004. He often speaks proudly about his Canadian roots. Jim Carrey's influence on comedy is very strong. Many young comedians say they were inspired by his fearless performances. His ability to use his face and body like cartoon character changed physical comedy in modern movies. Movies like The Mask and Dump and Dumper are still watched by new generations. At the same time, films like The Truman Show and Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind show that he is a serious and talented actor. From a poor boy living in a van to one of Hollywood's biggest stars, Jim Carrey's story is about believing in yourself, facing rejection, financial problems, and personal pain. He never stopped being creative. Today, Jim Carrey, remembered as one of the greatest comedians of his time. His laughter has brought joy to millions of people around the world. At the same time, his honesty about his struggle makes him human and relatable. His life teaches an important lesson. Success is not only about money or fame. It is about following your passion, growing as a person, and finding meaning in your life. Jim Carrey's journey continues to inspire people everywhere.